Hey everyone, Rick here, and I just got back from Toys R Us. Man, it is always dangerous when I take an unsupervised trip to Toys R Us. Anyway, I just thought I would show you some of the things, oh, who am I kidding? All the things that I ended up picking up. I guess we can start with this first thing that didn't need a bag. And so a lot of what I picked up is Playmobil related. Well, I'm a Lego fan, but I have always had an eye for Playmobil, especially their medieval stuff, medieval and fantasy. So this is their latest large castle. I think it's probably been out for a while. I've seen other YouTube reviews on this specific one, and it looks really nice, and it has a pretty decent interior as well. But there's a good shot of it overall. Comes with a ton of accessories, just a couple figures, which almost kind of reminds me of a Lego castle because it seems like they never really put too many figures in the set. And there's a look at the inside. So there's a couple rooms in there, not too bad. So that is one of the things that I picked up. And then a couple other things I already took out of the bag are Calico Critters stuff. And so, you probably saw my last video, maybe, of all my Calico Critters things. And I am going to do some more of those videos also eventually. But I got a big van for at least a family to use. And then also this little toy shop. I love these little outside-the-house play sets they do. And like with all the Calico Critter stuff, the accessories are really where some of these sets shine. There's just a ton of little accessories in there. So those are two of my other little pickups. So what's next? Okay, well, we come over here to this big bag. There's a couple more big Playmobil sets, including this, which I hadn't seen before. I haven't seen a review of this yet. I might look online to see what other people have thought. This might be an older set that they just had lingering still on the shelves. It's just some kind of a tower. It comes with a dragon, a catapult, and two knights each of two different factions. And you may know that Lego is not doing a true medieval theme for 2016, so I have to get my medieval fix somewhere. And then one more big Playmobil set. This one is the Green Knights Castle. There's a few green knights there and the castle itself, which is kind of a nice little castle. It's not very big, but it'll do the job. So then, now we can get into the more of the smaller things. Okay, well, here we go. More Playmobil castle stuff. This is just a soldier and a dragon, but it comes with some neat dragon accessories there. Then we also have this. Now this, I think, is a theme that Playmobil no longer really puts out much for. Maybe a precursor to their Knights theme, the Playmobil Dragons theme. So this is just a little suitcase that has a dragon and a soldier and some accessories. It's kind of an oriental kind of theme, it looked like. Here is another of their knights line. This is a big troll or ogre with a couple of soldiers. I really liked this one, not even for the troll, but for the soldiers that came with it, because those guys were kind of unique looking, so they weren't really faction specific. But I thought that was pretty cool. And then two boxes of these same things, which are, I focus will focus. Some, basically just a couple, what do you call them, figure packs or battle army packs to flesh out my, well, that's no good, to flesh out my good guys castle. So yeah, a horse and a couple soldiers. I wish I found one for the Green Knights, but I didn't see any there at the store anyway. And then a bunch of these bags. So this is one for the Dragons line. It comes with a dragon and a soldier. And here is another one of those. Different soldier, different dragon. And then these I thought were really cool. These individual knights. So there is a knight with their heraldry and some accessories. And here is another knight with different heraldry. And I assume there's a couple pieces of that fencing in there. So with all of these knights that I've gotten, that jousting fence should be pretty significant. Here is another knight with yet a different faction symbol. And yet another. So there's 4 of those unique knights total there. Anything else in here? One more thing in here, it looks like. I think the guy at Toys R Us actually bagged all these together. This is, I think, the last of the Playmobil stuff. Now, I have heard of this Super 4. It's some kind of Netflix series based with Playmobil figures. Now, they have some medieval stuff, but if you notice, the facial detailing on these Super 4 figures are more almost anime, or kind of, at least they're more detailed than the regular Playmobil figures. So that kind of irked me, but I did pick up this one just because I really liked this guy. He looked cool. I'm hoping, though, that those helmets or whatever they are on his hands are removable and he has regular hands under there. But if not, oh well. But yeah, so just a single figure pack for him to add. I think that is it for that bag. Now, this last bag has a completely random assortment of stuff. Seemingly random, but it was all different toys that I thought were so cool. This is a big tub of what are called True Legends Knights. So this tub has a ton of plastic soldiers for 2 different factions and tons of scenery, siege equipment, terrain, all sorts of stuff. And I thought that was awesome. So it's like, army men, but medieval soldiers. So that's great. And then right next to it was this tub of True Legends mythical warriors. So these are going to be, from what I could tell, like elves and ogres, and there's a dragon in there. So these are the more fantasy-oriented figures, and lots of terrain pieces in there also. So I thought those were really neat. And I always want to support unique toys. Here's one more little Calico Critters thing. This was just a baby with like a ride-along train. And this is a baby lamb, which I do not have any of the lamb family. So the baby lamb will be a nice little addition to my Calico Critters stuff. And speaking of army men, Toys R Us had a section of $2 and under gift ideas for Christmas, I guess. And so this was just a pack of toy soldiers. And I thought, hey, $2, impulse buy. Awesome. And then this, Shopkins. I've never heard of these before, but the art on these cards, come on, is just absolutely adorable. You can kind of see that if it'll focus there. There we go. So it's basically Go Fish, but with these adorable figures. Plus it came with a little telephone figure, which was cute. And it was like $5. You know me, I can't help myself sometimes. And I found this pack of gaming dice, which I always kind of think is neat when a company comes out with some little packaging to sell their stuff. And this came with 4 6-sided dice and 2 green 20-sided dice. And there were different colors. I picked the green because I thought it was kind of unique, but I don't know if I will actually open this. I might just add it to my pretend game store display, because I'm always looking for something kind of unique like that. And it looks like this is the last section of stuff, or the last of a single kind of item that I picked up at Toys R Us. And so this is something called World of Warriors. It's a new trading card game. I think it's based on some kind of digital game or an app or something. And anyway, this pack here comes with a binder and a special card and some other cards, but I'm always looking for new fantasy card games. And then they had these packs that have 5 booster packs per pack. They also had single booster packs for $3 a piece. These were 5 for $10, so I ended up getting 5 of these 5-pack sets, I guess you could say. And yeah, so it'll be interesting to see what the heck this game is even all about. And so I'll be diving into that also. So anyway, that is what I ended up picking up from Toys R Us today, just completely at random. I went out for dinner and said, hey, I'm going to see what's new at Toys R Us, and I wound up with a truckload of stuff. So as always, thank you for watching, and until next time.